is your boy Kareem, and we're going to talk about business addresses and addresses. I mean, it's kind of confusing when there's a lot of people out there telling you about how you're supposed to set up an address for your business when you're applying and whatnot. Listen, if y'all going to follow me, follow me. I mean, because I'm not the only one that actually is showing you how to actually do things for us, setting up a business and getting approved for credit. There's a lot of companies out there doing it. Some shady, some real. I've been through a lot of garbage and craps, people lying and whatnot. So I just wanted a way of setting up something for, the people in my community and whatnot that will cut out a lot of fluff and BS. That's why I did it for so cheap, But I want you to understand that there are several ways to skin a cat when you're actually taking care of business out here legally. I got so many loopholes, it's ridiculous. But legal loopholes. I don't want you thinking you're doing nothing shady or nothing wrong. But you're so caught up in actually doing things a systematic type of way, you'll never get the tricks and the trades. I mean, plus I can't give the tricks and the trades, not all of them, on YouTube. This is YouTube now, y'all. Come on. It ain't nothing wrong with what I'm saying, but the more y'all have the information in masses out there, because people be cycling people's videos and just be passing them everywhere, the more everybody has all the little like ins and outs. And reality is they don't want you to have ins and out like that. But I'm gonna actually talk about that in the next video, because I'm about to follow up with another one talking about how you need the importance of this and that. But let's get right to the address thing. Now, I'm gonna just keep it real with you. You know how Kareem does. I just keep it real, keep it plain, and keep it simple. When it comes to actually applying for business credit, I know that you guys are just starting out, especially my students and whatnot, the ones that's taking the class. I appreciate you, appreciate the support and whatnot. But I'm gonna do the blast of the actual blog talk that I'm gonna be taking 20 at a time, so y'all can ask your questions. Everybody else be listen in, but I'll be taking like 20 at a time, and I will not be saving this for others to just hear later. So it won't be one of those things. You get me? He won't be taking mine cycling all over the place, because I'm hoping that we kind of set it up like a private conversation, so I can just answer your questions without holding back. A lot of people give information that when you sit down with them, you talk on the phone with them a couple of hours, you're going to get some fire. You're going to get a lot of information that they probably won't say on YouTube or post on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, or just, out there to the public to hear. So that's why I'm setting up that form that way. All right? I want you to get a clear understanding of that. Okay, so when you're doing an address and you're trying to separate yourself from actually your personal, that's a science of itself. I'm gonna break that down so you can make sure you keep yourself separate if that's what you want to do. But you can join them together if that's what you want to do. But I mean, don't get so spooky and like, you gotta keep them secret. People are always saying separate. People are always just hammering that into your ground, into your head. But they on one train. I'm on another train. There's several other people. There's several trains. Okay, so and buses and cars in different colors. So understand that. Okay, the actual direction I'm taking you in is simple. You start your business, whether it be an LLC or corporation, preferably a corporation, because you can write off a lot. But regardless of what vehicle you get in, the method is still the same. Okay? Make no mistake about that. Now, but when it comes to addresses, just to cut right through the chase, because I'm going to talk a little bit longer on my next video. When you're doing an address, when you're actually dealing with your business, my mind went off a little bit here. When you're actually dealing with a business and your home address, you can apply for credit with your home address if you don't mind using your personal information, like your social security number and personal guarantee. Now, I'll show you how to apply, and you can use your home address when you're building business credit and apply with those 4 or 5 vendors. You can do that. That's not going to harm you if you're using your home address. But when you're trying to apply with Amazon, Walmart, and Dale, and then the ones that are higher than that, I know you guys aren't on that level yet because it's going to take you about 2 to 3 months just to finish with the vendors. So I'm gonna give you guys more details, especially when you call me one-on-one or when I'm setting up the blog talk about the addresses. But get the vendors steps done first. When I said how to build your credit, business credit without an SSN, social security number. So an address, you can use your home address for the first 4 or 5 when you're dealing with the vendors. But when you graduate, like I said, to the Dell, Walmart, and Amazon and the ones above, when you're dealing with that revolving and whatnot, you want to get like a brick and mortar, okay? A commercial address. So that's like several ways of skinning the cat, and I already said that before. So the first route, people will tell you to use a virtual address. You know, it's an address with, it's some companies that will receive your mail. They'll let you set up meetings. They'll let you rent space, office space. They'll let you do all that virtually and whatnot, and let you use their business, their corporation for that. Now, the only one I know of that is on point is Regis, and I'll probably put that link down there so you can know the correct spelling. That's the only one that's a virtual address that is not on the. They do things legally and not on the red flag of Dun & Bradstreet and the business side when reporting that you got a fake address, okay? Virtual addresses allows them to receive your mail for you, and you can forward it to your whatever address you want to use and whatever. But it allows you to have a brick and mortar and perceived to be one thing and you're not. That's what a virtual address is, because these institutions, Amazon and Dell and higher, Walmart and higher, they want you to have a brick and mortar. They want to see how serious you are. So that's one. And redresses, depending on what you want from them, you pretty much just want them to receive your mail or just to use the address and you forward your mail to your home address. You just want to use their address on your Dun & Bradstreet profile. And when you're applying for things, you're going to be using that address. It's kind of cheap. I believe it's like $50 a month. When I did it, $60, but you can check, might be 80 now or 90 a month. But then you can go a lot higher. They have brick and mortars with spots that you can share a location with somebody, share office space. Look up that co-sharing or sharing office space in your area. And that might cost you anywhere between $150 to $500 a month to just share a space with someone, just to receive mail. Then you got, depending on your budget, then you got the next one, which would be a full-fledged brick and mortar, a spot that, you know, you have a storefront. It's yours. You know, you receiving mail there, and you have your home address, and you got your brick and mortar address. Those are pretty costly. They can get. I got me one right now in my area because I've got one way deep in an area that's not really popping, but it's all right. It's in the cut. I got it for $400 a month. Okay. Of course, I have to pay the first and last, but I saved up for that. I wanted it. I needed it. You know, it's a stronger presence. I got that one. That's my spot. You know, square footage and all. So. And then there's other ways. Before I started out and got that, paying that monthly, I mean, that's another time. We talk on that privately and whatnot. But it was legal, but it works. You know what I'm saying? So we'll talk about it another time. But I'm not gonna put that in no membership and nothing. You won't be recording me. But anyway, it's not like there's anything wrong with it. It's just that, you know, you want to keep appearance up, and you don't want to be giving people information that is just to perceive kind of like ghetto-ish. You know how y'all get down and y'all think and whatnot. Oh man, that's ghetto. That's what you're doing. Whether it's ghetto or not, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it works. And if you broke and you don't got a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's certain things you have to do to make things happen. You know, to make sure that you don't go to jail, you stay legal, but you use the loopholes that are available to you. Okay? So if you got the money, I didn't have the money at the time, so I actually used different locations and forwarded my mail to my home address until I just grind myself up to the top until I made it. So yeah, it took me about 9 months to do what I needed to do. But here I am. I'm actually doing very well when it comes to knowing how to use a business in behalf of me, because I'm not my business and my business is not me. So it's a separation right there. So anyways, that's how addresses work. I just wanted to make sure you guys understood. While you building your credit, use your home address right now, but get your money right so you can actually move towards having a virtual address. Check into those in your area. Look up that company. They're legit. You know, you ain't got to worry about you getting caught up in whatnot in one of them things. Or you can use a shared location, knock on some doors, or Google some places that will allow you to rent just a little hole of space or office space. And you know, the kind of thing, you can find some pretty cheap. You know, the ones that ain't listed, you're gonna have to drive around and knock on their doors and ask them how much they renting this spot for, or can you receive mail there. Some places will let you pay them monthly just to receive mail. You know, you can get it done. So it's how bad you want it. If you want this $100,000 to $150,000 in 6 months to 9 months, you can't be playing around. You gotta handle your business. Anyways, this is Kareem. I'm gonna be in the next video telling you what a little bit of extra meat and why you need to actually sign up or just at least get your own business done for yourself. But you definitely, when you sign up, you get access to Kareem, and it ain't no upcharge right now. Peace. I'm out.